Hey everyone, welcome to the dark apparently. There we go. My lighting is terrible still. I don't know why the lighting's so bad. But anyway,
yeah,
welcome to episode 8 of Quality Production Show.
We're getting
Pixelgon
there.
Podcast. I think I moved this.
God damn it, Derek.
There we go, close enough for government work.
Yep.
How's it going, everybody? We are here to talk about the Game Awards tonight.
Yeah.
Which is a very important thing that had happened on the interwebs at some point, and this is just getting worse.
He actually did try to fix the camera before the show, so I don't know what's going on.
Focus. It'll focus. So anyway, hey, we got there.
Hey!
Quality production. So, yeah, we wanted to talk about the Game Awards today. It's going to be a slightly shorter show than normal because of that, but we have a lot to go over.
Oh, yeah.
So we wanted to first go over some of the nominees and such that had been in each category.
Yep.
And the winners, and then kind of discuss our opinions on that.
Yep.
So first thing that had happened in the Game Awards was the best multiplayer game, right?
Yeah.
So there were a good number of multiplayer games that were part of that list. Let me see if I can get this to play while we're doing this. So first things first, best multiplayer had... Where the hell was that? Here we go. Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Which is definitely not a surprise. It's always every year Call of Duty is nominated.
Yeah, I remember we were watching this and I'm like, yeah, what's going to be in the best multiplayer game? Let me guess. Call of Duty, Destiny... Yep. Halo 5.
Yep.
And then they had Rocket League.
Which was pretty surprising to have an indie game there in that particular multiplayer. I mean, we all love indie games, but there's not that many multiplayer ones that we can go back to and remember. And seeing Rocket League there was pretty awesome. Yeah,
that was definitely interesting. And then we also had Splatoon.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just edit it out live. It's fine.
Yep.
So those were the 5 that had been in the category of best multiplayer. And Splatoon is the winner.
Yes.
So I actually agree with that.
No, I was super glad I actually nailed this one. I nailed almost all of them last night. And I'm pretty happy that Splatoon won because first it marked... first, the game is amazing. We all know Splatoon is amazing. Yeah. But second of all is that it is... Yeah, Splatoon won, Nick Phil. Second of all is that it is a mark that finally we're giving credit to games that are different.
Yes.
And not just the same old shit we see every fucking single day, year. And the fact that Splatoon won over Call of Duty, it won over Destiny, even though I love Destiny, it was a major surprise, so I was super glad of that.
You didn't mute your phone?
Nope. It's all bad today.
Quality. So, yeah, Splatoon 1. Splatoon is a really good game, Nick, for sure. And it is still definitely being played and supported. If you still are unsure about Splatoon and you own a Wii U, go pick it up. If you don't own a Wii U, there's a nice bundle this holiday season, which has Smash and Splatoon for the same price as just the console.
The console, yeah.
Which
so
is
if
insane.
You don't have a Wii U, it's the perfect time to get one. And the game is just fantastic. And not only won Best Multiplayer, but also off the air won Best Shooter.
Yeah.
Also, which is amazing.
Also
so
Best Shooter.
2 awards was won by Nintendo with Splatoon, so that was a great victory for them.
Who did it be? Oh, it was like the same category except Battlefront was in there.
Battlefront was that one different one. This the same people were nominated.
Yeah, that's awesome though. Definitely sweet. So that was Best Multiplayer. Definitely agree with Best Multiplayer there. What was next on the category list? I think it was...
Shortly after we got...
Best Narrative winner?
It was, but shortly before that, though, they showed a new trailer showcasing Uncharted 4 and a new character. And let me tell you, I can't be more excited for Uncharted 4 than I am right now after that trailer. It was just pure awesomeness. It's what we love about Uncharted. It's Nathan Drake being Nathan Drake, or more likely being Nathan Fillion. And just being amazing. It was a fantastic trailer, and I'm super stoked for it, and it's gonna be amazing.
So, yeah, they wanted to show off a new character, which is Dark Afro Woman.
Yep, of course, not racist at all.
I assume it's Oprah. To be honest, they introduced Oprah into the Uncharted series. It's a pretty good choice to choose Oprah. She has a good book club.
Yep.
So, Nathan Fillion, aka Nathan Drake, is getting into a bit of a scuffle with Oprah. And to be honest, this obviously this is just a cutscene, but they showed off some of the gameplay as well. And as far as the Uncharted series goes, it's straight in line with the quality that Naughty Dog has been known for the series.
Yep.
And if you are excited for Uncharted at all, and you like Uncharted, this trailer did a really good job of selling the game.
All the points. I mean, Uncharted, like Derek says, Naughty Dog is known for their quality, and Uncharted just looks like it's just quality material once more. I'm very excited for this game to come out. We're just a few months away, so hold on tight, guys. If you haven't seen that trailer, go check it out on YouTube, and you're gonna be freaking amazed.
Yeah, I was showing a bit of it too here. This looks really good.
Yep.
After that, we had best narrative winner. It looks.
Yep.
Oh, actually, there was one game after that, which was discussed.
Yeah.
Let me pull that up. We have an emote for this, actually.
Yep.
Here, let me see if you guys can figure out what we were talking.
One classic game was announced on the Game Awards.
So unfortunately, Shaq came on screen and had announced that everybody in the venue was getting a free copy of Shaq Fu under their chairs, following the Oprah line.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Uncharted.
You get Shaq Fu. You get Shaq Fu. Everybody gets Shaq Fu.
But then there wasn't Shaq Fu,
but there was no Shaq
which
Fu.
is actually something to be excited about.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there was a Shaq Fu 2.
Was this in like 3 or something?
So I remember we did do an episode a while ago where we talked about Shaq Fu's Kickstarter. And they're showing off the game itself, because it did actually get funded.
Yep.
And that's what's happening here. So Shaq Fu 2
There's actually people who paid money for things.
People did pay money for this. It's Shaq Fu 2 Electric Boogaloo, A Legend Reborn. The Search for Curly's Gold.
Yep.
And it looks like an Xbox Live Arcade title.
Yeah.
And that's probably all it will be. But yeah, Shaq.
It's a brawler. It looks like a brawler. It's Shaq putting punches. It's what else can we fucking say about it?
It's the game that all of Shaq Fu fans were
waiting for all their life. Yeah. Congratulations. You may die happy now.
Yeah. Was there anything else here? No, esports.
Well, the esports, which is kind of stupid. Fan favorite team won. I don't even know who.
It does look fun for what it is.
Yeah,
It'll probably be an okay arcade game for like $5 to $10. But yeah, it's Shaq Fu.
Yeah.
It's selling specifically off of the fact that Shaq Fu is terrible, and that's a meme now.
Mm-hmm.
So the only point of it making any sales period is because, hey, remember Shaq Fu being bad? Yeah. Dude, I made a sequel.
No.
It's just like when Action 52. There was a Kickstarter for an Action 52 Cheetah Men game.
Uh-huh.
As like a Cheetah Men 2 or 3 or whatever as a sequel. And that was just like, hey, you remember when these angry video game nerd videos and stuff went up on YouTube saying that Action 52 is garbage and it has Cheetah Man, which is terrible? Dude, we're totally gonna put that on a cartridge for you and sell you a sequel to Cheetah Man because it's so bad, right?
It comes to show you that you can definitely sell a turd. And someone will buy it.
So that's Shaq Fu 2 Electric Boogaloo, The Search for Curly's Gold, I think is the proper title.
I have some idea.
But then we had Best Narrative winner?
This one was
So Best Narrative in a Story, I guess?
Yep.
Oh, that scrolled down. Here, let's pull that up.
So that one, this one was actually quite the surprise. And I'm quite happy how it turned out, even though I haven't played the game that once.
So what do we have in here? So we had Her Story.
Yep.
Which is a game I had never even heard of, but there's similar games to it. It's a game where you look at videos and text files and a bunch of photos and stuff like that are stored on a fake OS computer thing that you're opening up. And the you try to basically deduce what's happening in the game and figure out what actually happened by looking at these videos. Next is Life is Strange, which is one of my favorite games of the entire year, if not my favorite game of the year, from an adventure game nerd standpoint. Super good. Tales from Borderlands, which also had really good writing, really funny writing.
Yep.
Witcher 3. A little confused about this, but I haven't really played Witcher 3.
Oh, I have. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to win because Witcher 3 excelled in many things, in most everything. Narrative, though, unfortunately, being I am a big Witcher fan, I've even read the novels. it was kind of weak narrative-wise. It wasn't bad. It was just not good. So I wasn't expecting it to win.
And then Until Dawn was the last game.
Yep.
Until
Which I'm glad
Dawn,
to see it have been nominated.
It's like a horror game.
Yeah, it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive. It started out as
kind of like Heavy Rain. Similar.
Yeah,
style
it's
game.
more like Telltale game would have made a horror game with a better engine.
Okay.
So basically, it was supposed to be a PlayStation Move game once upon a time, but it was in development hell for so long. And it finally released this October, and it's X for Jason, that's right. And it actually turned out really, really good. So I personally haven't, if you guys remember our episode in October, I'm not that much of a fan of horror games, but the game has been getting good reviews across the board. So I'm glad to see it there.
So the winner, which will come up on the video soon, was Her Story.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that, just because I like Life is Strange so much that I'm like so invested in that game, but I haven't played Her Story, so I have to try
it's something
it.
we're gonna have to check.
It's something I'm interested in now.
Her Story completely, I didn't know before this. I didn't even know it existed. Like Derek said,
I didn't even know it was a game.
And it to have one, not only, I mean, I haven't played Life is Strange also, but I know for a fact that people are all over Tales of Borderlands narrative and how funny and how good that ending was. It was very surprising to see Her Story beating Borderlands. So that's something to check out, definitely.
Tales is another game I need to play on stream still, actually, because I played the first episode and then my computer crashed multiple times, and that was before I upgraded.
Of course.
So, Her Story.
We're not known of you having technical difficulties at all.
Name one time I've ever had any.
The beginning of this episode.
Name 2 times I've ever had. You can't. Maybe we should play Her Story so we can realize Life is Strange is a giant pile of shit. Wow.
Shots fired.
Shit's fired.
And speaking of shots fired, one thing I juggling here around the show is the fact that so Metal Gear Solid was nominated for Best Action Adventure Game, and we might as well get to that point right now. And it was nominated alongside other games. Yeah, there's a video there.
Where?
And it won. Metal Gear Solid won. But that's not the highlight. That's not what I want to talk about right now. The fact is that when Metal Gear won, the person who got up and got the the award.
Wait, let me see if I can find it, actually. Yeah. This was hilarious.
It was amazing. So the person who got...
Oh, wait, is this...
Yeah, that's it.
No, it wasn't the Best Action Adventure. It was someone else.
There it is. Keith Sutherland.
Oh, he won. Okay, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I thought we were talking about a different part. Never mind, go ahead.
Okay, so Keith Sutherland, who all you know for 24-hour... 24-hour, oh my god, what do you know? 24 Hours, 24, the show. He is the voice of Solid Snake, and he got the award pretty surely after he was out of the stage. Jeff Kingley, who is who's been organizing the show, came on stage and said publicly that Hideo Kojima was meaning to go to the award shows. And he was invited and he was gonna go, but Konami lawyers told him that he could not be involved in any way and he couldn't attend the award ceremony. So Jeff Knightley publicly said, Konami, you're pieces of shit. He didn't see these exactly words, but they basically told him they have to stay away. And I just have to give it to Geoff that he gave, and he shots those fired, and he told Konami it is unprecedented and it's incredible that you don't let an artist go and claim an award that they deserve. So kudos to you, Geoff. And
Konami got a lot of shit in this.
Oh,
which
Konami
is pretty good,
just ridiculous,
actually.
and stupid.
They kept going on about it, like saying we're here for you, Kojima, like, you know, all this stuff, like just shitting on Konami. The whole thing. It was great.
It was fantastic. People booing. It was just so great. It was one of the highlights for sure of the awards. Go check it on YouTube, guys, if you haven't seen it. It's fantastic.
So Metal Gear Solid 5 won Best Action Adventure. That was over Arkham Knight, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Ori and the Blind Forest, and Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
So that is that. I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5, but I think I agree with that.
Yep.
Just given the choices that were
No, definitely.
Given.
I mean, not that there weren't any more great games there, but Metal Gear Solid by far, it's the better option in those.
There was also a trailer for... Why does it keep scrolling down? An interesting Far Cry game.
Oh, yeah.
Which is Far Cry...
Primal.
Primal.
Yes.
So this looks a lot like a game we talked about in a previous episode, which was the Druid game, Wild.
Yeah. So So
yeah.
Ubisoft is doing a 180 here, and it's giving us a Far Cry game, but it's a Far Cry game like none other. This was released not too long ago on E3, I believe if it was.
I think it was announced at least.
And it was announced, correct.
Yeah.
Now, they showed us a big, long trailer where they revealed that not only is it... it does look awesome, Nick Wild. Not only are you Far Cry bow and arrowing, spearing, of course, all those stuff that we obviously figured that we're going to be using. There's no weapons, not actual guns in this gun. But you'll also be controlling freaking giant, enormous bears and wolves and tigers.
Yeah.
And it fucking looks amazing.
So, it looked like a really gory Wild mixed with Turok.
It was so
Which is
good.
interesting because Wild's not even out yet. So like they had the exact same idea for a game.
Yep. At the same time.
At the same time, and they're kind of releasing around the same time too.
Well, Wild is still pretty much out. I don't think Wild is going to be... I mean, this we know
Wild's
is first
a lot
quarter.
more like alpha than this.
Yeah, and we know that Primal is first quarter for next year. Wild is looking, if anything, last quarter, fourth quarter of 2016, maybe early 2017. So, but this Primal just looks amazing, and it's so good. And yeah, definitely fucking play it. Yeah. Or I'm going to play it when it comes out.
It's at least interesting. But I'm certainly interested in looking into it. We also have... We're going to save this for the hype level red.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's not important right now. We're only at hype level, like, yellow.
Yeah, we're at yellow.
We haven't gone to plaid.
We're in the nice stuff right now. It's the cool stuff.
See, once you go from hype level yellow to red, plaid's after that, and hype level plaid is like... No, thank you. So, there was... Do you want to talk about this?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
So, I've always been a fan of podcasts. That's why I'm here with Derek doing this. I've always been a fan of the video game industry, journalism, and one... Oh, wait, no, we're talking
this is
about
something that's why I said, what do you want to talk about? I don't want to talk about that.
I was looking at something else. Anyway, so, I've always been a fan. So, Trending Gamer.
You want to talk about that?
Yep. Trending Gamer was a...
But the Pewds.
Many nominees.
You don't think PewDiePie should have won? Look at that Pewdie. Look at all that Pewdie.
Yeah. So PewDiePie was there, and a few other streamers, but the person.
No, I just went through all of them. It was just PewDiePie. They just put PewDiePie on screen 5 times.
So my favorite by far was Greg Miller. Greg Miller won best Trending Gamer, and my hats off to you, Greg. You have been an inspiration. You're super amazing, and I'm super glad you won. And that speech, dude, it was fucking awesome.
He did have a good speech.
He did a fantastic speech. And if you guys don't know who Greg Miller is, go check him out on Twitter, kindafunny.com. He's amazing. Love you, Greg.
Also, it's a little weird to have like. This is very bizarre to me that there's a Trending Gamer, and then like. Shouldn't it be like new Trending Gamer, not PewDiePie who's been around for 8 years or whatever? That seems bizarre.
I'm just glad he didn't win.
It's just like it seems like just a wank fest over YouTubers.
Yep.
I don't see the point of this category, but at least the cool guy won.
Yep.
I don't think we want to talk about this. I have nothing to say about it.
Yeah, me neither. Quantum Break, a trailer announced. Looks good. I don't know what it is, so we're gonna skip on it.
This auto scrolls down to the chat, and that's annoying. So, best indie game.
Yeah.
Best indie game is super interesting. So let me go up to that because I don't agree at all with this.
This was one of those that I missed the mark.
So best indie game had Axiom Verge, which is a Metroidvania type of Contra shooter, which had a lot of problems actually, but sold pretty well.
Yep.
Mostly a good game. Had some really bad boss fights, but overall pretty decent. Her Story again. Which did win Best Narrative.
Yep.
So that's fair. Ori and the Blind Forest, which is a really insanely good game.
Yeah.
I could have easily put that in top,
definitely.
Whatever indie games without even, just off the top of my head. There was Rocket League, which I find a little bizarre, but it is an indie game.
It is an indie game.
It's a little weird for the category considering everything else that's going on, but it's in there. It's fair. And then Undertale were the 5 indie games that they chose.
Yep.
So out of these... It's not even close in my mind that it's either Undertale or Ori, just based on story and impact. But the winner was Rocket League, and I have no idea why. Rocket League seems like the odd man out in the group.
Yeah, don't get us wrong. I mean, Rocket League is a great game. It is definitely one of those games that deserve to be nominated. It's just when you put it on this specific category with some of these specific nominees, there's really no challenge there. I mean, the Undertale or Ori and the Blind Forest should have won.
The thing about it is like the genres are so different in the 5 games that they show, but like Rocket League is the obvious like odd man out. Mm-hmm. Where like Ori and the Blind Forest is a really good story game, beautiful scenery, beautiful music. Undertale, awesome story, beautiful music. Her Story, great narrative. Axiom Verge, beautiful design again, good gameplay, solid music, and then it's just Rocket League. Yep. So it's like, okay, I guess Rocket League wins. Why?
Yeah. I mean, congrats to them, congrats to Psionic. Definitely, it's just, man, Undertale or in the Blind Forest should have won.
Very unexpected. Onyx.
See what you did there.
It's unexpected. So, the only thing I think... The reason I think specifically Undertale wasn't closer, and I don't know if Undertale should have won. I think Ori probably should have won this, to be honest. But the only reason I think so is because when they did the voting for this, Undertale had only been out for like 2 or 3 weeks. That's just not enough time for people to have an opinion on it. So the fact that they included it all in the category is kind of weird to me. But the fact that they did include it means that they should have at least thought a little bit more about it. Yeah. My opinion on that is that the jury that they used to decide the winners just didn't have an opinion on the game at the time, which is why it didn't get... At least in my opinion, it's definitely the best game of the year from that category. So, I don't know. Very weird that Rocket League won that one. Yeah. Next, we have something that we're going to make fun of. Oh, God. That's all. We're not going to actually talk about this. We're just going to make fun of it. So, remember when... Oh, God, the cringe. Remember when Dragon Force was on screen and they were doing this really bad skit?
So, everything in the awards was going great.
Oh, my God.
Everything was amazing. All the announcement were amazing. All the people out front were amazing. The games, everything was just on point. And suddenly, these fuckers come in, and they did just the most horrible announcement or whatever it fucking was. For a fucking game that nobody asked for.
So it's Rock Band VR for the Oculus Rift.
What the fuck? Cause I want to be even more pretend asshole motherfucker rock star and a fucking virtual reality stage.
Well, okay, so I actually
unless that shit includes freaking groupies that freaking it's not even fucking.
I don't
think
it'll have virtual blowjobs. All right, that's not a thing that's gonna happen. But no, like I actually enjoy Rock Band as a person who enjoys playing Rock Band.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy playing it because I feel like I'm on stage at a show. I enjoy playing it because I like rhythm games.
Yeah.
This is bizarre, but holy shit was that so bad. Yeah. This entire video is terrible.
It was long. It just dragged. It was just so like, long. Oh my God. At the end, half of it, we didn't even know if it was a joke or if it was actual announcement. We just didn't know. It was just like the worst shit ever.
So we'll skip. Yeah, we'll just ignore that happened at this point. So best art direction in a game. Let me pull...
Doug D says, I'm offended at the comedic portrayal of blonde hairs. I agree. Yeah. So, Doug D, I agree.
So best art direction was Arkham Knight.
Yep.
Bloodborne. Mm-hmm. Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yep.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yet again.
And The Witcher 3.
Yes.
So a lot of similar games to other categories like action-adventure games and stuff. This almost is the action-adventure game list.
Almost.
Which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But winner, Ori and the Blind Forest. Given the choice between these, all the other 4 are like really dark brown games. Yeah. And then there's Ori. So like this isn't even close in my mind.
Yeah. Ori definitely should have won. One close second though. I have to give it to Bloodborne.
For best art direction?
Yeah.
I mean, Witcher's a really nice looking game, but best art?
Yeah, best art, I don't think Witcher should have won that one.
Yeah.
Just because it's just not that out there. You look at Ori and the Blind Forest and you know that it's Ori and you can identify. The other one is Bloodborne. Bloodborne is very grayish, is very dark, but the art style in that game is on point. You see any great screenshot of Bloodborne and you know it's Bloodborne. You see on the architecture of the games, you see in the details, it has amazing art direction. But definitely,
it's a little weird that Arkham Knight was there too. Arkham Knight's design is just Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. It's like the same game. I have my own opinions of that. There's no reason. I don't know why that was on there. It's super bizarre. But yep, Ori. I agree with Ori there. Then we had Shadow Complex got a world premiere. They're remaking it. It's a free game. There's not really much to talk about. But if you want to go download it, it's free.
Yeah, and this was a leaked not a week ago by the Australian RSBN, if that's how you call it. So it's confirmed. I mean, I know that it has a huge following. I personally never played Shadow Complex, so I can't really talk.
This was on Xbox Arcade. I think it was on PlayStation Network, and then it was also a PC release.
Yeah.
But they're remaking it sort of with like a different engine, and then it's for free right now on shadowcomplex.com, I think.
You have to go directly to them.
You have to go to their website, probably give them like an email or something that they can sell to some advertiser, and then it's free. But something to talk about, free game if you want to try it out. Should we save this for Hype Level Red?
Oh yeah, please do.
All right, industry icon.
Yep.
We don't really need to talk about that, do we?
No, just a quick thing on it.
Okay.
This award was a straight up, not a nomination. It's just a win. They dedicated the industry icon award to the legendary Westwood Studios.
I apparently deleted this.
Which, for those of you who don't know, are the makers of Command and Conquered, the original RTS Dune 2, and they gave a really nice presentation. Blizzard talked, and it was very moving, very inspiring, and I'm glad those guys got recognized for all their efforts. And hey, if you guys freaking love Dota and League of Legends and all that stuff, these guys invented that shit, so kudos to them.
Not much else to talk about there, though. We had Developer of the Year.
Yep.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Oh, we have to talk about that. This is a big win, and I'm really freaking happy that it happened. Conan was there. Conan was funny, on point.
Conan O'Brien was actually really good, but that's pretty typical for Conan O'Brien. That's
gonna happen.
I'm actually looking for.
Go up.
Is that further developer? I'm just looking for who was on the list.
There was Bethesda, better known for the Elder Scrolls and Fallout series. We had CD Projekt Red, also nominated. We got From Software, the people that make Bloodborne. We got Kojima Productions. Glad to see them there, which no longer exist.
Yeah.
And Nintendo was also there as best developer. And
so I want to point out something real quick about this list. Okay, so we have Fallout 4.
Yep.
We have Witcher 3.
Mm-hmm.
We have Bloodborne.
Yep.
We have not GTA 5.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear 5. And we have Splatoon. Yeah. That's literally what the list is saying.
Yep.
But they're just putting different words on there.
Yeah.
Okay, just so we're clear. So, best developer was Witcher 3 developer.
CD Projekt Red, and I'm so glad they won. Congratulations, CD Projekt Red. They are an amazing studios. They are, right now, they not just made one of the best games.
Yeah.
Which is Witcher 3, obviously. But they also are very, very diligent in not only making amazing games, but making every other studio developer out there look bad by giving free DLCs, by giving a thank you letter to all gamers with their game, by just being an amazing developer that cares about gamers. So I'm glad they won. They deserve it 100%. These guys, they have a huge, awesome future.
Yeah, agreed. So let's move on from developer. We already did that. We don't really need to talk about singing quiet song.
Well, unless we want to talk about how fucking hot she is singing. But yeah, no, it was great.
I don't remember seeing Star Citizen.
It was a big trailer because that was your bathroom break.
Oh, okay, that's probably why. I probably wandered out.
You saw Quiet singing.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, you'll be back, and you took up front, and that's when, boom, Star Citizen's full trailer was announced, and my pants immediately got wet.
Okay.
Star Citizen is, as you know, been in development for years. It is the highest grossing Kickstarter in history. It went up to, I don't know, $50 million or some ridiculous amount like that, even $100 million. I can't even recall how big it was. And the game is basically a simulation in space where you not only are driving and simulating, but it is just you do everything you want, and the game just looks fucking amazing. You can pilot a star vehicle. You can go to planets. You can just do whatever the fuck you want, and not just. It's an action game. Mm-hmm. We already know. It's kind of like, for those of you who know EVE Online, where EVE is also a space.
This looks very similar to EVE with first-person shooter.
Correct, but it's not only that's not just the focus. You can be a trader, you can be a pirate, you can be whatever you want in the game. It's going to have its own economy. It's going to be very player-driven. It is going to be amazing.
Huh. No, that looks interesting. I'll have to look into that more in the future for sure. That's Star Citizen. Next we had. Let's see, where are we on the list? We're somewhere over here.
Yep.
Best performance.
Yes.
So
this one was actually kind of awkward and funny.
Let's take a look here. Oh, this is what I was thinking about earlier when we were talking about the setting. I'm like, oh, you're talking about that.
No. Yeah, this was actually quite funny.
So we had Ashley Birch as Chloe in Life is Strange. So one thing about that, I've played Life is Strange a lot, and I did not realize that was Ashley Birch. It's a little weird to me because I usually know her voice because I watched a bunch of her stuff, like Hey Ash, What You Playing and Borderlands, and we had Camila Luddington for Lara Croft, Doug Cockle, who has a very funny name, as Geralt in Witcher 3.
Which should have I'm sorry, I'm the biggest Witcher fan, but he shouldn't have been in that list.
Mark Hamill as the Joker, obviously insane. And then Viva Seifert in Her Story.
Yep.
So I'm a little confused about this with Viva just because it's best performance. I guess she had to perform as an actor on screen for the game because it's actually just her acting the whole time. So that's kind of interesting. I still think it's Mark Hamill just because Mark Hamill's Joker is completely ridiculous, but I haven't actually played Her Story, and that was the winner.
Yep.
I'm a little confused about that. Or Witcher 3.
Well, you might have been confused because the fact that the woman who was on stage, which was one of the creators of Assassin's Creed, I forgot her name, she said, and up here she was high on drugs or drunk.
Actually, maybe I can just cut to it. 1 second.
She actually went up and said...
Actually, is this it? Let me go back.
It's over,
I need to go back a little bit. Let's go back. Here we go. Perfect.
Viva Seifert, The Witcher 3.
Viva Seifert, The Witcher 3. This
is an epic reaction there. We have her surprised, and you got the guy from Witcher going, "What the fuck?"
That was
and glorious. That pretty much sums the whole place. It was just fantastic. It was funny. Lord. Congrats to her. Definitely, it was pretty awesome. So
that's pretty funny. So that was. I guess I have to play Her Story.
That's
I don't know.
Words,
two completely random things I did not think we were going to win with her, and she won. So I don't know. There was another Walking Dead game announced. So
we can talk about this one.
There's a new Telltale Walking Dead game based around Michonne, which is a very popular character from both the show and the comics, which had not been shown at all in the Telltale games. So they're making a series about her. After you play Link to the Past, I'm going to lose. Okay, sure. I need to play Link to the Past still.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michonne is getting her own Walking Dead game from Telltale, so I'm actually pretty excited for that. I love the Walking Dead comics, and I love the Telltale Walking Dead games, so it'll be interesting to see. This is a story that hadn't really been told before, and it was announced that Michonne was getting her own game before, but this is the actual trailer for it, because they hadn't actually shown that yet. So it'll be interesting to hear her sort of backstory a little bit, since that's not really gone into even in the comics.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited for that. Next we had... what was next? Game of the Year? Already?
Yeah, they were already there.
Then we can go over some other random quick categories if you want. So, Game of the Year. What was in
Big one.
the Game of the Year category? Let me guess. It was AAA title, AAA title, AAA title, AAA title. Was it Rocket League? No. Let me see. So, Game of the Year. Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
Fallout 4.
Yep.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yes.
Super Mario Maker.
Yes.
Which won Best Family Game.
Best Family Game,
yeah. And Witcher 3.
Yep. So, no indie.
So, no indie games at all. which is a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some of the indie games that came out this year are definitely better than some of the AAA titles. So it's a little weird that there's not even one of them at all on the list for best game. That seems bizarre to me. It's not as bizarre as previous video game award years, where they've it's so obvious that there's a game that's better, and then they just put every AAA title, like Assassin's Creed 7, and now that's what I call Assassin's Creed 40 now with Mbop and whatever. But those were the games. Winner is Witcher 3. Yeah. Which I think I agree on. Yeah. I agree. Given the choices, I agree.
No, definitely. The tie would have been Metal Gear and Witcher 3, but I am so glad that they did give it to Witcher 3 because it is a game that was made by people that love what they do, and it shows. It was just amazing. And even though Metal Gear Solid is a almost perfect game, Witcher 3 really does stand out on its own, and it's an amazing game. And if you would ask me, Miguel, I'm going to buy one game this year, which game is that? I'm going to have to say Witcher 3.
Yep. So that's pretty much the whole show, except for a couple things we want to go over. Just a couple other quick categories. Best score, Metal Gear Solid 5. Yep. I think I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely. The music in that game is amazing.
Best fighting game? There were fighting games this year?
Yeah.
Guilty Gear, Metal Gear Solid.
Basically, Mortal Kombat.
It's like Mortal Kombat and a bunch of games.
And a bunch of other that nobody knows.
Okay.
Best role-playing game was won by also Witcher 3.
Yeah, so that was Bloodborne, Fallout, Pillars of Eternity. I don't even know what that is. Witcher 3 and Undertale. So, again, I'm surprised they even put Undertale on there, given the time frame. Yep. But best RPG, they're thinking less. They're thinking less of.
You're right, Nick. Phil. I am sorry. By either one,
told me
actually.
Fallout 3.
Make out your freaking mind. Actually, I didn't say Fallout 3. I said Fallout 4.
Yeah, just buy only
just
one
game
game
this year. Just get your shit together, Nick Phil.
Make sure you only buy one game this year, but it's every game I tell you to buy.
Exactly.
So Undertale was on the list. Witcher 3 is best role-playing game. That's probably fair.
Yep.
Given the sales and everything. Again, this is within... I don't think it's really fair to put Undertale in that category, but... I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to see Undertale win something, and it didn't. I think that's what I'm upset about. Best sports game, that's obviously... I haven't even looked, and that's obviously Rocket League, right?
Yep, Rocket League won, yep. Best sports
Rocket
game.
League versus sports game, sports game, sports game, sports
ball, sports ball. Sports Bar 2016, Sports Ball 2016, and Sports Ball 2016.
Yeah, and most anticipated game is... So here are the games that are listed. Yep. So Horizon Zero Dawn, No Man's Sky.
Yep. No Man's Sky.
Quantum Break, which we didn't really go over. There was a video for it. It looked okay. Last Guardian, which is the Ico Shadow Colossus sequel that we saw.
It's not really a sequel.
In the same world, sort of thing. Yeah. Which looks awesome. Uncharted 4, and that's it. So the winner of most anticipated by the fans looks like it was No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky, yes, definitely No Man's Sky.
I feel like there's a little too much hype about No Man's Sky, and it's not going to live up to it. Kind of like the way it reminds me a little bit of the hype around like Spore, for instance. Spore had so much hype, and it was such a giant pile of shit. Yeah. And from what I'm seeing about No Man's Sky, I'm really cautious because every video I'm seeing looks almost the same.
Yeah.
And every planet looks almost the same, and I feel like there's not going to be a lot of variety, even though they're advertising there is.
Yep.
But we'll see. That's most anticipated. So that's pretty much all the categories they went over. We're just going to go over a couple other quick hype level red, and then move into ending the episode here. So hype level red, we've clearly gone above hype level blue and yellow. So this is getting pretty serious. There was a game announced, which nobody saw coming, and I was jokingly... jokingly talking about when it was going through the trailer, like, what the hell is this? Oh, I know. Ha ha ha. Ha ha, that wouldn't be it. Holy shit, what?
Yep.
So, I'll kind of let it go and kill some time, because this trailer is beautiful.
Yeah, it was funny.
There's no audio here,
It was beautiful, and it was great.
So, they're in a war room, and they're like, oh my god, this island is something that we need to protect, but we'll just send the army. Oh, but look at this, there's all these things around it. All right, we'll send the navy, but it's surrounded by bombs, and a sleeping girl is controlling all of them, imagining they're sheep. Oh my god, it's psychonauts. Why don't they just send the psychonauts? Obviously. Ha ha ha. Oh my god,
it is the psychonauts.
It's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Like, holy shit.
It is fantastic news. Double Fine is giving us exactly what we wanted.
I am way too excited for this. So, there's a Psychonauts 2 coming out. It has not a Kickstarter, but a similar campaign on a different website called Fig. They're asking for $5.5 million, which isn't actually that bad price-wise. That's about what they took in for their adventure game.
Yep.
Which I can't think of the name of right now, even though I've played it multiple times. We talked about it. Anyway, Double Time Adventure took in about 5.5, and they're going to ask for that for a much more complicated game, to be honest, with Psychonauts 2. But yeah, we're getting a sequel to Psychonauts, so super excited.
That's super awesome.
That's going to be incredible, I'm hoping. Second hype game we wanted to talk about, Broken Age.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. This one was also really hype because there was almost no clue as to what it was.
No, this one was not leaked, and that was amazing. The fact that this game did not leak was
and the trailer is interesting when you're watching it.
This is my
there's a lot
big
going through your
hype.
heads
as
you're watching this.
We were trying to guess constantly during the trailer.
We're like guns and mobsters.
Yeah,
is
this
it like a mafia
game?
Yakuza?
Maybe they're finally announcing Mafia 4.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah,
maybe it's
50 cents, blood in the cement.
Blood in the sand. Yeah, it could it could be Def Jam 6.
We just had no clue. I mean,
and then I'm like, dude, it's Batman. Obviously.
Yeah, sure. Of course it was
Bruce Wayne,
Batman.
maybe it's a Batman game.
Yeah, no,
I did say Bruce Wayne, but it is...
So suddenly it comes out and they give us this amazing reveal that it is the first ever Batman Telltale game. And I am fucking hyped.
So if you've read any of the Batman comics, like the really ground level Batman comics, there's a big background in Batman about mobsters, the Falcone family,
the Falcones,
and there's a ton of mobster New York gangster type of storytelling going on in Batman. And from the looks of this trailer, which looks amazing, dude, that 50 Cent game is perfect. Yeah,
it was pretty good. The second one was pretty good. Yeah, no lie. Blood in the Sand, it was pretty good. No, it was.
It's a very bad game and a very dude. 50 wanted his.
He's just getting back to you because you put what was the game? Oh, Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
Shit. So
don't worry
about it,
dude. 50 Cent wanted his crystal skull back that he rightfully stole first. You can't steal a skull.
Of course
that 50 Cent stole first. That's his rightfully at that point.
It is, yeah.
That is bullshit. Let's get Redman in here and let's fucking steal that shit back.
Yep, definitely.
But yeah, Batman. Awesome. It looks like it's gonna be more about like a Bruce Wayne story than a Batman necessarily, and maybe it'll go more into like the mobster New York just type of 1940s gang violence that Batman comics are known for, and I'm super excited to see if maybe we'll get that.
And for me, what's exciting is it's going to be the first game ever where it's going to be actually more interesting to play as Bruce Wayne than it is going to be to play as Batman, because to be able to, if the game is able to nail that juggling the life of Bruce Wayne and Batman in that game where you have to just take chances when you're Bruce Wayne, that's just
I agree.
Boner, instant boner.
So I'm excited for this as somebody who's been getting more into the Batman comics. Do you think we'll see early versions of some of Batman's like known
as long as they don't go the Gotham route?
Well,
like
what I mean is, do you think we'll see more like Selena Gomez?
Who the hell's Selena Gomez?
No, that's what I'm thinking. That's like a pop singer.
Yes, I know what you think in the shower now. Unfortunately,
it's Selena, right?
Selena Kyle, sir.
Selena Kyle. We could have Selena Gomez.
Oh God.
And Bieber. You don't know Batman characters, Bieber, and
sure.
Fucking A. Yeah. So Selena Kyle, Catwoman.
Yep.
Or like an early Catwoman or Riddler or those types of characters. Well, maybe we'll see some interactions there. Selena Kyle has a very known backstory in Long Halloween, Dark Victory, and When in Rome. with the Falcone family and with the whole mobster back scene, and that's something which we might be able to dig into the Telltale game. So I'd love to see that mixed in with the Batman game, and see if we can maybe get more of that Falcone story that is so well known.
Yep.
So that's something I'm excited for. That is our hype level red from the premieres that have come out during this.
Yep.
Oh, one more thing I want to talk about. This is hype level like piss yellow.
Yeah.
We
hate to finish the show with a low key, but we just have to talk about this.
So Bud Light had these commercials about why the general American public hates gamers, and they wanted to show off exactly every single stereotype, cringeworthy thing that the general public thinks about gamers.
Yeah.
In 2 segments during the show.
Because one was not enough to make our ball hurt.
So they went on the street and asked average person who might play games at some point, maybe,
to act
like their video game character that they like the most and stuff.
So Bud Light has obviously done way too many freaking Teen Choices Awards or too many fucking spring breaks and don't realize that this shit is corny and cringeworthy as hell. And come on, guys, it was just horrible.
Let me show one of these on screen because these are fucking awful.
It was just horrible. So, it was so cringeworthy.
So yeah, so they put these in there, and then Jeff comes back on afterwards like, "Thanks, Bud Light, for your wonderful ad.
Yeah, thank you for your check."
He's like holding back.
It was just bad. But anyway, that's it. You know, it had to happen. They sponsored, so
if you want to,
thanks, Bud Light.
If you want to cringe really badly, you can listen to that.
Yeah, forget about all the nice things we said about the show today.
It's one of the worst parts of the show.
Just watch the worst part right now.
So I think that's it for the show here. We're going to end a little early. I don't really have any new shit to talk about. I haven't really been playing too many new games. I started Fallout 2. I'm sure I'll talk more about Fallout 2 next time once I've gotten a little bit deeper.
And stay tuned this weekend, guys. It's the PXS, the PlayStation Experience convention. So stay tuned to that. A lot of big news probably going to see. We're going to be able to see if we finally get the reveal of the date the PlayStation VR is going to be announced. So that's going to be exciting. Maybe. We don't know. So yeah, that's going to be this weekend. So we're definitely going to talk about that next week.
Awesome. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for watching the show. And
Peace,
we'll
guys.
See you next week.